Whenever you're ready.
My name is Brian Sullivan. His brother's name is Jose Barrios. We do a values presentation here at Carl Robinson that we do for the programs. We're mentors. I want to thank you brothers for coming. I want to thank the counselors for allowing us to do this. And before we get into anything, we just want you to know that there's always the exception to every rule. So no matter what you hear here, doesn't mean that it applies to everybody. So just keep an open mind. And with that, Jose Barrios.
How y'all brothers doing there?
All right, good.
I know some of y'all brothers know me as Just. Some of y'all know my story. I'm serving a 36-year sentence. I've been down 22 years on that 36. When I came in, I was young brother, I was 21. Next Thursday, I'll be officially 43. I'm being up there. You know, what I like to do is talk to brothers about what I've done with my time. Because I know as prisoners, we tend to look at time as if it's a negative thing. You know, we tend to look at it either this way, or we tend to look at it as something that we're serving. But time is actually one of the greatest things that you have in your bag of tools. How many people believe this statement right here? Time is money. How many people believe that statement? The reason I'm putting this statement up there is because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to quantify this clock. We're going to quantify our bids, our time. We're going to give it a monetary value to it. Because I know where we come from. I know we value this. I know that because we're always after this. So if I can get you to look at this like this, then you'll be careful how you spend this. Right? Now we all believe this statement. Right? So let's say, for example, instead of me being locked up for the past 22 years, let's say I was out there working for the past 22 years. And let's say I was out there working for, the average today, $9 an hour, minimum wage, the average. Maybe the state, sets its own, but that's the average across the United States, $9 an hour. Let's say I'm working a 40-hour work week, right? Regular work week. We're looking at $360. And that's obviously is gross. We're not going to get into the whole tax stuff and all that. It's just for the case of the lesson. Looking at 52 weeks out the year, we're looking at close to $19,000. Not a lot of money. Again, it's only $9 an hour. But when we look at that now, after 22 years that I've been incarcerated, we're looking at just a little over $400,000. Now that's a nice home. Right? In fact, in today's economy, that'll probably get me 2 homes. If I go down south, I might get pushed 3 on them. I can have tenants in them. And after that, I'm on Trump. I'm on Trump. You better watch out for me after that. So now, this is the minimum. Right? Because obviously, I'm not considering the phone calls for me to call New York, which saves $20 a call, what it was, or the gas my people have to spend to come up here and see me all the way from the Bronx. I'm not even considering those things. All right, this is just the minimum. And again, the minimum because I wouldn't be working for 22 years earning $9 an hour. Sooner or later, I would have got a raise. Or I'm up out of it. So obviously, this is just the minimum it has cost me. All right? I asked a young brother in a group before, I asked him, what is your time worth to you? What is the value of your time? And the young brother said to me, my joint priceless. I saw the commercial, so I know how he came at me. You know how the commercials say this is that, this is this, and this is priceless. So I understood how he came at me like that. So I asked the young brother, okay, I agree with you, your time should be priceless. But let me ask you this then. If your time is so priceless, why would you give it up for this? Because I know this ain't priceless. Anyone here believes jail is priceless? I don't. So why would I give up something that valuable, something that has no price to it, for something that isn't considered that? That's not a good investment. And that right there showed me there's already something wrong with the way we look at things. That was the first one, right there. All right? So now, everyone has 24 hours out their day. Right? On average, we sleep 8 hours. If you're like my bunkie, you try to sleep the bit away. But on average, 8 hours. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Every time you go through the block, you're sleeping. on average, we're up 16 hours. What are we doing? We're going to rec, we're going to chow, taking showers, we're on the phone, we're playing Game Boy, we're playing spades, we're watching TV. If you don't got one, you're in the day room watching TV, fighting about the remote control, or trying to hide it so the next dude won't watch his show. Or we are in the class because we see Miss Corinne, Miss Figueroa walking by. Hey, how you doing? Look at me. You know, we doing that. You know how we do. Or we reminiscing about the times when we were on the street and we were balling. Or we're gossiping about this brother and what he's doing right now. This is how we spend our time. 16 hours. Right? So I asked that young brother and I said to him, if I asked you to give me $144 and to put it into this over here, and at the end of the day, you got this back for it, would you take that investment? And he said, nah. And I believe no one here would take that. Because who's going to want to lose their $144, get jacked for it? So I asked him, okay, there's a reason why I asked you $144. You see, because this time, remember the statement that we said we believe right here, right? It's the statement we said we believe, that time is money. Well, this time is also money. It also has a value to it. And in fact, it has a minimum value to it. And the minimum value to this time, when you times it by that $9 an hour, is your $144. That's the minimum value of your time. I say that because if you stepped out, this is the floor that you can work for. It will be illegal for you to work under that. Now, Miss Milligan, definitely Miss Sharp, they definitely not getting $9 an hour. You know they eat. Matter of fact, I might try to marry one of them now. So, their value of their time obviously is higher than this. But even for them, this is the minimum. Because this is the minimum they could work for. So this is the minimum value of our time. So when I asked that brother, would he give me this and put it in something to get this for it? He said no. And I'm showing y'all agree, right? But then, what did he give for his 16 hours yesterday? And the 16 hours the day before that? And the 16 hours the day before that? See, he was already used to getting this. Because he wasn't looking at this like this, even though he said he believed this statement though. Alright? There's two things you can do with money. You can invest it, or you can spend it. One of the two, right? Same thing you can do with time. You could spend it idly, doing nothing, BSing, or you can invest it in yourself and get a return back for it. Alright? I had a young brother named Ty. It was my celly up when I was in summers. Because I know I've been down a long time. And this young brother, he used to come back from the kitchen. He worked in the kitchen. He used to come back, lay up, watch Sonny Corinthos all day long. Everyone here knows who Sonny Corinthos is. I know I know who Sonny Corinthos is. He'd be on General Hospital real hard. As a matter of fact, this brother wanted to leave a group one day because he wanted to make sure he got there early enough to see General Hospital. So everyone knows who Sonny Corinthos is. Hollywood gangster. You know who he is. So this brother used to come back, want to watch Sonny Corinthos. After that, play a little spades, make his little bowl, lay his head down at the end of the night, and the next day started all over again. The day came, he was leaving. You know, he looked at my little man, I grabbed him, and take care of yourself, man. I said, don't let me see you again. If I see you again, you already know. You know, but that was the stuff. That's what you tell young brothers so they don't come back. And then 3-4 years later, I'm out in the rec yard here. And I'm out there doing push-ups. And I can see, you know, someone's feet in my peripheral. So I get up and I look, and it's him. It's Ty. He's across the basketball court. And I look at him. I said, Ty, what, man? Come on, man. And he comes over and I hug him. I said, yo, what's up, man? He said, yo, Just, you know, I saw you over there, but I didn't want to come over there because I remember you was going to, you know, you said you were going to, you know, if I come back. So I said, come on, let's walk around. So we walked around. I said, Ty, what happened? He said, yo, Just, you know, I went out there, you know, my people were holding me down for a while, you know, those people, because it's expected for your people to be there for you when you come home, right? Especially if they're still there. if you still have that, the people there for you. So his people were there for him, they held him down, they gave him money for the clothes, they fed him, they gave him shelter. But he's a man, and every man wants his own. And that's understandable. We're not children, so we shouldn't be dependent on somebody to take care of us. All right? So he says, after a while, and after signing many applications and not getting no callbacks, I started hustling again. He said, I needed money, just, and I understood that. Because, food, clothing, and shelter are things that cost money. People are not just going to give you that. Again, people will hold you down. It's just like your man. When he goes to SAG, and he comes out of SAG, you show him love. Yo, what's up, kid? You want a cup of coffee? You want a soup? I got you, come in. But let him come do that 2 or 3 months later after he's been out of SAG. You won't be like, cup of coffee? Come on, man. Especially this brother. Don't ask him for a cup of coffee. He'll get you hard. But I love that coffee. Right? So it's the same thing with your peoples. When you come home, they got you. They're trying to show love to you. Your peoples, your family, your boys. Yo, here, take this money, man. Get yourself some clothes, whatever. Try that 6, 9 months out later. Talk about, let me get some money, man. You get some money. Come on, kid. I got my own bills to pay. You got been out here for a while now. What you doing? So you got to expect that. So when he told me that once things wasn't looking good for him, he went back to hustling. So see, I understood how he got there. So then I asked him, well, Todd, let me ask you something. I said, while you was out there, if you had one thing, that if you could have had that before coming back, it would have kept you out there, what would that be? And he told me, just if I had a job. If I had a job, I could have still been out there, because now he got income coming in. So I can see that. Keep his head over the, above the waters, he ain't drowning, he got paper coming in. Understand what I'm saying? So now I asked him, okay, now this is coming out of his own mouth now. So obviously he's able to reason and see that if he had this, he wouldn't be able to do, he wouldn't have to do this. Okay, so now I asked him, okay, if you can see that, then let's step back then to when you was with me 3 years ago in the cell, that you knew I had 16 boxes of books ranging from every subject you would want to know to enhance your skill, to enhance your knowledge, but instead of you putting your time, your money in that, in yourself, you was giving your time and your money to study Corinthos. How study Corinthos worked out for you? He said you got check yet? He helped you out while you was out there? When they told you you wasn't getting that job, they said they're going to pick you up and take you to your house. How that work out for you? So now the reality hit him like, man, I was BSing with my time while I was there. While I was in the beast and I had that time, I wasn't using it. I was spending my money instead of investing my money. So now I said to him, if you needed a job, Tom, why didn't you work on that? You was able to reason from A to B, say that if you had this, you wouldn't have to do that. Then when you bring it back, why couldn't you see that then? See, I asked him that because, I want to wear, how many brothers here work out? How many brothers work out? Okay, this brother works out. When is the next time you going to the weight room?
Couple days.
Couple of days. What are you going to do when you go there?
Shoulders.
Shoulders. And let's say someone is using the shoulders that you was thinking about using. What you gonna do then?
Handstand push-ups.
Handstand push-ups. You see, he ain't leaving that shoulders at all. He's still gonna hit shoulders. He's just gonna find a new way of doing it. Now, this man, he's in a program building right now, but he already knows what he's gonna do when he goes to the weight room. And he already has a contingency plan if he doesn't get what he wants, which is the shoulder rack. But Todd, when he was with me, who knew he was going to get out, and listen to me, I say that because the day's coming when, is anybody here doing more than 36 years? Anybody here doing more time than me? The day's coming when I'm going to get out, because I don't got life. That day's coming. So if it's coming for me, it's definitely coming for you. But we are so much in a rush to get out. I want to hurry up and get out. And that's what Todd was. He wanted to hurry up and get out. Instead of focusing on, okay, I know I'm going to get out. What are the things I'm going to need to keep me out? Again, from his own mouth, he was able to reason and say, if I had this, I wouldn't have to do that. So then when he was with me, he should have been saying, well, how am I going to get this? Because I know if I got that, I won't have to do that. Now, there's no one in business today that's in business to take a loss or to break even. Everyone is in business. Everyone is in business to make a profit. Let me explain this to you. If this brother comes to my establishment and he's trying to look for employment, and I know I got to pay this man this is my labor cost, okay? This is the expense me as an employer is going to incur to hire that man right here. $9, the minimum. The first thing I want to know about this brother is what he knows and what can he do. The reason I want to know what he knows and what can he do, because I need to know if I'm going to be able to take that and sell it to her for a higher price than this, so that when she pays me for what he knows and what he can do, I can take his $9, pay him, pay my taxes, and the rest put in my pocket, because that's what I'm in business for. If I can't do that, he's not getting no job. I don't care how good he looks. I don't care how sharp he's dressed. I don't care how good he smells. I don't care if he knows my man. I don't care if he's from my old block. None of that's going to mean anything to me. Because I'm not in business to take a loss or to break even. So now if we bring it back to Ty, and Ty is going to interviews, and they're asking Ty, well, what do you know and what can you do? And he only knows this much, and he can only do this much. And then as an employer, I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at this 9 here, and I'm looking at him, I'm looking at that, man, I'm not even going to be able to get this 9. Guess what I'm going to tell him? Don't call me, I'll call you. Or, yo, as soon as something open up, I got you. Leave your phone number with the receptionist. You know he ain't getting no call. Now, could Ty have done something about that? Remember, he said, if I had a job, I wouldn't have come back to prison. When he was with me, could he have done something about enhancing the opportunities of getting that job? Yes, he could. Because he could have been reading, he could have been enhancing his skills, so that when he does go in front of that dude, and he asks him, what do you know? And what can you do? He says, I know this much, and I can do this much. And now I say, ooh, yeah, I can get that. If I can, I'm going to make money over this dude. That's how I'm thinking. Because that's what I'm in business for. There's 5 things that I like to talk to brothers about, that if they work on these things, it'll actually help you. I'm not listening to you. I'm a prisoner just like you. I don't have the panacea. I don't have the cure all. I don't have no hocus pocus. I don't have the philosopher's stone. I'm not able to turn a base metal into gold. I don't have the Midas touch. I'm a prisoner just like you. What I do have is fortune cookies that I picked up here and there throughout my travels. And out of equality, I'm going to share them with you. You want them? Take them. You don't? Listen to me. It's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep doing what I do. This brother right here knows me for a while. He know how I move. He know how I move. This was my counselor in my block. She know how I move. Ain't nothing different from what they